can't tell you how excited I've been about this all week. I've been looking forward to Friday night because we get to hear from you all, and I know how much work has gone into this. My job tonight is very easy. It is to welcome you all and then to hand the program over to my beloved colleague John Marker, who's going to tell you a little bit about why we're all here and introduce our judges and kick off the evening. So, John.
Thank you.
Not deserve applause.
Again, welcome. By way of introduction, my name is John. I grew up about 20 minutes north of here and had the privilege of teaching at Golson 8th grade U.S. history for the last 2 years, just 2 rooms down the hallway. And since joined Teach for America staff and had the opportunity to continue supporting some of the 140 formers that we have teaching in Prince George's County. And in that time, working with the teachers across 60 schools and with a large number of people in the central office, we've had the ongoing discussions of how to take the innovative ideas that teachers from all programs come into teaching with and develop those ideas and hear those ideas and grow those ideas to scale. And what we came up with through discussing with Pete Thompson in Human Resources and working with Dr. Arbogast and Dr. Height, as well as many others, was that we just need to give people a showcase, an opportunity to say, this is what I'm thinking about, and this is how I think we could develop the idea to better all of the students in the county. And what we've done is, in November, Andy Zuckerman, who is an assistant superintendent in Prince George's County and also a Teach for America alum, kicked off this innovation challenge with Dr. Height and Dr. Arbogast and challenged the Teach for America cohort to come up with their innovative ideas. And tonight we have 12 different individuals pitching a total of 8 ideas, and they span the gamut in terms of their content. And you can read a summary about each of them as they're going as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to observe as each of these ideas comes up. Our panel's going to be evaluating them on a rubric and then sharing their responses and asking questions. All of this is something we hope continues in the county long term. It's something that Prince George's County applied for in their Race to the Top grant, which they won. So this is the first of what will be at least 6 annual innovation challenges. And it's something that I had the opportunity to work with Khalil in the back of the room and Christian Rhodes from the Prince George's County Education Association to ensure that County Executive Baker also was focused on supporting, and it's something that he is committed to in his education transition plan, is growing this not only over successive years, but throughout the county. Because we know that, again, every teacher comes into the county with brilliant ideas, and we need to foster that. So without any further delay, I would like to introduce Dr. Height, Superintendent of Prince George's County Public Schools, to deliver some brief remarks before we get started.
Just very brief. Hello, everyone. We're excited about some of the reports and presentations that we're going to hear today, and I'm really excited because it allows us to hear from you in a way that will push our thinking about how we do this work, and it also allows us to push your thinking around how we should be thinking about our approach to education reform. I'm pleased to have or be here with both Dwayne Arbogast, the Chief Academic Officer, Mr. Andy Zuckerman, but I'm very pleased to be here with one of our school board members, and it's Ms. Carol Boston. And the reason for that is Ms. Boston is a proud parent and grandparent, and she has a granddaughter with her here today, who is a product of this thinking. And Mrs. Boston, as in her role as a board, without giving away so much information, has challenged us really to look at how do we get the best possible individuals in front of our students. And one of the reasons for that is because of this beautiful young lady that you see to her grandmother. But part of this is really to think in more of an entrepreneurial fashion, in a more transformative fashion about how we do this work. And I'm just going to use an anecdote from an earlier conversation that I had with a prospective principal today. And at this meeting, we were talking about just this whole notion of alternative ed and how we deliver alternative ed. And when I asked for some ideas about delivering alternative ed, what I received back was those ideas in the context of the framework that we already have established. And what was interesting when I pushed the individual to go out of the box, if you will, and say, you know what, if the sky was the limit, there were no strings attached, and you had all the resources that you need, this was wishful thinking, then what would you do? And it was amazed that once they were free to think in a different way, to take a different approach, that the product of that conversation was actually something that was very transformative. And that's what we're looking for today. So I'm glad that we have this opportunity to do this. I look forward to your presentations. There are other individuals who are here with us as well from the Community Foundation. I see Desiree. And thank you for coming. And I see other guests here, but I'm going to let you be here. But I congratulate all of you. I was just telling Dwayne that I was one of the subjects in one of the presentations. I don't know which one, and so I don't know if I should recuse myself from evaluating that one. But I'm looking forward to the presentations and glad to be here with all of you.
Thank you. And as Dr. Hyde alluded to, the group we have assembled in this room is a tremendous cross-section of the county. People working in all different fields, and I know that if I start introducing some people, I'm going to miss others, but suffice to say we have principals, we have mentors, we have a number of staff from the county executive's office, we have staff working in professional development and teacher evaluation in the room, and we could not be more thrilled that you're all here, and we very much look forward not only to how you respond to these ideas, but we hope that you'll write down thoughts and comments and critiques. And as we wrap up and we mingle the rest of the evening, that you go and you speak with the other people who have challenged your thinking in the room tonight. And so to get us on the right track of what we are about to engage in, I'm going to introduce Don Gunderson-Taylor, who is a member of our staff at Teach for America, has also helped design this process to introduce the actual flow of the evening.
I think John has touched on almost everything. I'm really excited that you're all here in the room, in addition to being the person who leads our alumni team. In the DC region, I'm also a Prince George's County resident. I live in Laurel and have a toddler, and she's not too far away, going to be in schools in Prince George's County as well. So I've been very inspired by the ideas that you're going to hear first that are focused on early childhood and all throughout the program. So John said most of how things are going to work tonight. So during the actual presentation, our judge panel will be scoring the presentations. And then my colleague on the National Social Entrepreneurship Team and Innovation, Chola Gupta, is going to be collecting the scorecards and bringing them back to me. And then throughout, we're going to be tallying. And then at the end, we'll actually, Andy Zeckerman is going to present the winner of the challenge tonight. And then, not to be distracted at all, but I'll also be timing the presentations in the back so the presenters know to watch me, but I'll be behind you also. They'll keep on track. 10-minute presentations, 5-minute Q&A from the judges, and then we'll just move through the presentations. Without further ado, I'm going to